Today I'm going to tell you guys a story about how I reverted to Islam. 5 years ago, my mum was diagnosed with cancer. And for anyone watching this who's nearly lost a close one, just listen to the end of the story. My mum was diagnosed with cancer 5 years ago. I received a FaceTime call, I will never forget it, with my brothers and sisters and my mum in the call. I'm a little bit of the black sheep of the family, and I'll never forget I got this FaceTime call and they told me my mum had cancer. I'll be honest, I didn't believe anyone. I'm going to be so honest with you, I didn't believe them. I thought they were literally playing a prank on me. And my mum's my world, firstly, guys. She's literally my everything. I love my mum to bits. Mum, if you're watching this, you know the story. I'm not sure if you even remember it, but I love you. So, diagnosed with cancer. I went round her house and I saw my mum. I didn't believe it was real. I asked her, "Mum, have you actually got cancer?" And she goes, "I do." And for anyone who's watching this, hearing your mum, person that gave birth to you, my mum was a single mother of 5 kids. We went through hell and back. That's a story for another day, but my upbringing was amazing. My mum done the best she could, and my mum is literally a superwoman. And hearing that woman that done all of that for you, I think everyone copes with it differently, but for me, my mum doesn't know this. I had sleepless nights. There was times where I would cry myself to sleep. There was times I'd wake up in a panic attack wondering if my mum was still alive. And I've never really opened up about this because everyone looks at me and thinks I'm a big, bad, strong guy and whatever, but hearing your mum has cancer, and when you think cancer, you think losing that person. I weren't no big man. I used to cry myself to sleep, and I proudly say it. Any man that sits there and says they don't have an emotion for their mum, you're not a man. I don't care how strong you are, how cool you are, how much money you've got. Watching your mother be ill and be in pain is the worst kind of feeling in the world. And I made it my duty, my obligation to take my mum to chemotherapy every 4 weeks. I remember I would pick her up, we'd drive to Central London, that's where the clinic was, and she'd had her chemotherapy. And I had to pick her up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'd finish work at 2 a.m. I'd go home, I'd sleep for a few hours, and I'd drive to pick her up. And there's one story I'm going to touch on where I took my mum to chemotherapy. It was one of her last ever sessions. My mum lost all her hair, and my mum is beautiful. My mum is literally beautiful. And witnessing your mum lose all her hair, watching your mum's confidence shrink to nothing, actually witnessing it firsthand will break any man. I was sat in the car, I remember, it was 6:30 in the morning. I was driving to Central London with my mum, and I never ever let my mum see me cry throughout the whole of her cancer thing because I was the strong one. I had to be. I guess everyone copes with it very differently, but that's how I tried to do it. And I'll never forget, I drove up there, my mum kept saying the whole journey, "I don't want to be here no more. I don't want to be here no more." And I kept saying, "Mum, shut up, mum, shut up, mum." My mum had sepsis in her blood. It's a poisoning of the blood, and she was going through chemo, which meant her body couldn't fight the sepsis. And I remember walking my mum into the hospital. I picked my mum up because she physically couldn't walk anymore. I walked her in there, and I genuinely thought this was the last time I was ever going to see my mum. And I'll never forget, I went downstairs to my car, and I sat in the car and I cried for hours. And I cried for hours like a baby. And I phoned up my friend Raheem, big shout